All right, now to an NBC 10 consumer alert. The holidays are a time to thank people who make our lives easier, often with a little tip.
I'm so glad we're doing this story. I could use some advice from hairdressers to delivery people. How much should we be shelling out? NBC 10 consumer advocate Emily Volz joins us now with a holiday tipping guide. Emily?
Well, Dan, Patrice, we want to express our gratitude, right, during the holidays, but it can get a little confusing. Certain accept cash, and how much should you give the ones who can? So we've put together a little holiday tipping guide to take the guesswork out. It's the season of giving.
Definitely the mail carrier, definitely the newspaper delivery person, my hairdresser.
And giving.
Oh, it's always the mailman, the bartenders, the postal workers.
And giving.
I definitely tip my hairdresser, definitely tip the nail girl, and really anybody else. If someone helps me with like my groceries or things like that, I always give a little extra.
There's no question these service professionals deserve a token of gratitude, but there's always some confusion over how big that token should be. So we asked a financial expert.
It depends how often you use the service, how long you've been a client of that service.
Let's start with the people who make us beautiful.
About an extra 10, 15% on top of the service is usually what we recommend.
That's in addition to your regular tip. Speaking of tips, don't forget your favorite waitress or bartender.
If you're typically tipping 20%, maybe you do 25, 30 around the holidays. If you typically tip 15, maybe 20, 25. So an extra 5 to 10% really goes a long way for these folks.
Then there are the folks who can't accept tips.
But with mail carriers, you actually can't give them any cash gifts.
Food and gift cards are good workarounds. Just keep it under $20. For others, like teachers and nannies, it's nice to get your kids involved.
You can have your kids make them a personal gift, which I think goes a long way with them. Babysitters, you probably want to tip them one night's service, and nannies, probably an extra $25 to $75.
And then you've got the package delivery driver, dog groomer, trash collector, list goes on and on and on. We will link you to the complete holiday tipping guide on turnto10.com. And remember, before you hand out any holiday cash, figure out how much you can realistically afford to give and stick to that budget. In the studio, I'm Emily Volz. Dan and Patrice, back to you.